Hey everybody, welcome to A Game for Your Thoughts. Today we're talking about my top 5 favorite games of the year. And I want to specify these are my top 5 games of the year, but I also want to hear what your guys' top 5 games of the year are. So let me know down in the comment, what games did you like? And also I want to say I didn't get to play every single game this year. I wish I could have. I really wanted to. There's lots of good games that came out that I wasn't able to play. So not every single game will be on this list. I really wish there was. There's some games that I would think would be on this list. I just didn't get a chance to play them. So there is kind of something I will do at the end to kind of point out those games that I want to just kind of give shout outs to be like, hey, I heard good things about you and I wish I could have played you. So let's jump right into this. Let's start with number 5. So my number 5 pick is Rage 2. I actually really liked Rage 2. A lot of people didn't like it. It's kind of a weird time for Bethesda. But I really liked Rage 2. The gameplay was really cool, really fun. The story wasn't really there, and that was fine. I just really enjoyed this game for the exciting gameplay, the fun colors, and just the big changes they made from the first game. They definitely took a lot of criticisms from the first game and implemented those changes into the second game, and I really appreciated that. They did a good job on this game, and I definitely think that this game doesn't get enough credit as it deserved. My number 4 pick is Mortal Kombat 11. I really liked Mortal Kombat 11. It was my favorite Mortal Kombat game that's ever come out. I loved the way the game played. It played really well. I actually really enjoyed the story mode. It was really cool. One thing I really didn't like was the Towers of Time and the way that the crypt was set up. It just felt very forced and very like loot boxy, and I didn't like that. But the gameplay was really awesome, and the graphics and the gore, everything was so cool, and I really liked Mortal Kombat 11. And I would like to see more games like this just kind of fix the crypt and the Towers of Time. Just they weren't my favorite, and that's why this one gets a little bit lower. My number 3 pick is Resident Evil 2. I wish I could probably put this one higher, but there's a couple things that hold it back. Number 1 is it's kind of a remake, so it's hard to say like, oh, this is a brand new game. It is very different than the original one, and I really appreciate that. I really like this game. The horror was really good, the gameplay was really good, and the story was just as good as it was. It's just entertaining, and it's such a fun Resident Evil game, and I think it's a great start for people who want to get into the survival horror games but don't know where to start. Resident Evil 2 is a great start, and it was a great game this year, and I really appreciated what it did for the Resident Evil series and showed us that there's hope, and now there's a Resident Evil 3 remake coming, and I'm really excited like that. So I hope that it is as good as number 2 was, because number 2 was really cool, but it wasn't as good, in my opinion, as these next two. So my number 2 pick is Borderlands 3. I really liked Borderlands 3. It was such a great sequel to Borderlands 2. It just did a good job with improving the gameplay and the loot, and I just really enjoyed my time with it. I played it through so many times, and I loved it. I loved the characters, I loved the story, and I like what they did with the series. It was really enjoyable and really fun, and it was just a great addition to the series that I think anyone who really enjoyed the Borderlands games needs to check this out. So I have kind of a little list of games that I really enjoyed seeing and I really wanted to play. I just didn't get a chance. So I'll kind of quickly run through these games, what caught my eye and what I wanted to play them. I just really sucks that I wasn't able to play them. So hopefully this next year or so I'll be able to pick them up and give them a try. Alright, so for my first one, I really wanted to check out Disco Elysium, I think is how you call it. It looked really cool, and it did pretty good at the Game Awards. People seemed to really like that game, and even critics and stuff really enjoyed it. So I was really curious about it, and I was kind of bummed I wasn't able to check it out. So hopefully in the future I can check out a Disco Elysium. My next one is Outer Worlds. I really wanted to play the Outer Worlds so bad. I just didn't have time, and it was kind of in a weird spot of the year. And so I just wasn't able to pick that one up and check it out, but I really wanted to, and it looks really awesome. So if I want to, I would love to check out Outer Worlds in here in the next little bit. Alright, so this next game is kind of a weird one. So, it's Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. So this won Game of the Year at the Game Awards, and I really appreciated that. It was a really cool game, and I actually got to play this one when it first came out. I just couldn't beat it, and it just was too difficult for me, which is just fine, because that's a very difficult game from a company that makes very difficult games. And that one was really cool, and I really enjoyed my time with it. I just wish I could have beaten it. And so that one gets a kind of a good honorable mention from me because I really enjoyed my time with it. I just didn't beat it, and so I don't feel like I can include it on this list because I didn't actually beat it. And so I want to just give it a big shout out and be like, hey, I really enjoyed this game, and I see why I won Game of the Year at the Game Awards, and I really do appreciate it for what it is and what it does. And if I probably would have beaten it, I definitely probably would have put it on this list. I just didn't beat it, and so I don't feel like it'd be fair to put it on this list as a game I didn't beat. So, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, great job, good game, keep it up. So you can probably guess my game of the year is Death Stranding. I loved Death Stranding. This game was so awesome, and it hooked me right from the beginning, even the first trailers and stuff. I loved this game. Hideo Kojima is a master at what he does, and it was a very, very well done game. The beginning is pretty slow for people, and it turned a lot of people away. But for me, it held me in the whole time, and I really enjoyed the story. And it had just such a satisfying conclusion. The gameplay was really interesting to me, and I had a good time with it overall. And it just was such a weird and unique experience. But most of all is the story and the performances and the writing that really, really caught me, and it held me in, and that game was really well done. So, Death Stranding is my game of the year, and I loved it. So, what do you guys think? What about my top 5? Do you agree, disagree? Let me know in the comments below. But tell me what your guys' top picks are for the year, and what also you're looking forward to next year. I'm really excited for next year. There's some good stuff coming out, and I can't wait to dive into it. So, thanks for watching Game for Your Thoughts this year, 2019. I hope you enjoyed my top 5. Like, yet again, let me know your top 5. What do you think? So, thanks for watching. Thanks for 2019. We'll catch you guys in 2020.